back to the fun stuff now. Short answer thoughts on random topics and then speed rounds. All right, let's start with thoughts on driverless cars.
Stupid.
Yeah, dumb.
Oh God, no.
No good?
Unless they're on tracks, like on actual rails, no.
And that's called a tram.
Exactly.
No.
Screw it.
On that subject, play a computer game. They're full of bugs, and you want drivers, computer programmed cars to drive for us. God, no.
They'll think the side of a truck is the sky and will slam you into it at about 100 miles per hour.
Well, I'm also worried about falling through the earth, actually.
Like that guy did
it's flat.
in America.
It's flat. Yeah.
Yeah. At least we all agree on that point.
At least we're on that page. I mean, yeah, you know.
Yeah, look,
We're the only people brave enough.
Speak the truth.
Yep. Speak it or you can hide from it. I don't know. Your choice.
It's all subjective.
Yeah, no, Luke. No driverless cars. Thank you.
Yeah.
No.
Screw them.
No.
Just get a taxi.
And I enjoy driving some.
Yeah.
To be fair, the cost of driving a taxi.
It's one of those things. It's like people who don't enjoy driving, people who don't enjoy cooking. Right, you're missing out. Enjoy the experience. Live the experience.
Yeah.
Live the dream.
Yeah.
All right. Will we ever truly go cashless?
Yes.
Not if I have anything to do about it. Not that I use cash, but I think
you got to money launder somehow, don't you?
Yeah, but I also think removing ourselves from. Yeah, I think it's a stupid idea personally. Not to be a what's the word?
A woke bloke.
No, not to be a Luddite, but I think it's a stupid idea.
Also, troglodyte's the other word that would work.
Luddites are people who don't trust technology and keep things analog. Not to be a Luddite, don't do away with cash. Cash, because what happens when the fucking system goes down? What happens when there's a bug, as Hefe has just said? Do you know how fucking often that shit happens? All the fucking time.
Too often.
What do you do then? You sit around and write paper IOUs? That's what money is for. Anyway,
I can see it being cashless. Because
I
there'll
can
be
see it being
multiple
cashless, but I think it's fucking stupid if we go cashless.
Oh look, it's going to happen probably within your generation more than mine. But I can just see it happening. It's a case of the cost of running cash is pointless because it's a case of the numbers are all recorded. There's how many people are just tapping now because it's easier and it's quicker and it's faster.
I hear you.
Yeah.
And I myself am a tapper, but I still think it's stupid to go cashless.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
I'm both tapping and being tapped.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like a pause.
It is the tag team match of life.
What do you think, Tyrone? Cashless? Yay, nay?
I wrote a screenplay about this a few years back.
Look who it is,
in where I set out my exact statements why we could never have cashless because what we're not going to use.
All right, next
we
question.
We always need a form of off-the-book currency.
Yeah. How else are you going to buy drugs?
Yep.
Well, that's one of the reasons. I think that's one of the reasons why we will end up going cashless. Look, it'll be phased. It's beginning to be phased out now. So what you'll find is that coins will be the first thing to go.
Yeah.
And then it'll be the notes. It'll be the small denominations and so forth until they get to the larger ones.
Everyone can only pay with a 50 and no one can give them change.
Exactly. It's a case of it'll just stop because the thing is that the governments want the tax base. If you're transacting through non-cash, they can tax. If it's cash, they can't get their hands on it. And also it does stop crime to a great degree because how else are you going to exchange goods? What are they doing it for? They're doing it for the cash. They're doing it for monetary value. Cash is unstable. All things are unstable, but you'll have multiple systems running. So you'll have PayPal, you've got the Visa network, the MasterCard network, you've got the banking networks. They can't all fall down. Unless it's nuclear war, in which case we're all fucked anyway.
And in which case you need to cash Ola.
It's
Anyway,
not going to do you
these
any
are
good.
supposed to be quick questions.
Quick ones. All right. Cashless. Jeff says yes. Callum says no. Tyrone,
No,
you said
no.
after the case study, you say no.
Nope.
QR codes replacing paper menus at a restaurant. Yes or
Stupid.
no?
Sucks.
Yeah, I hate that.
Sucks.
Yeah, because if I order it on the app or on the menu, my food still gets there late as shit, so I don't care.
Yeah. So, no improvements.
I also like a paper menu with pictures on it.
I like pictures.
Yeah.
I can't read very good. I need
Exactly.
pictures.
Yeah,
You can just
put pictures on
point,
the
Mum, I
QR
want
code,
that
but
one.
I like human interaction. Fuck you.
yeah.
Yep, same.
It's
Where's the
also
waiter?
low.
Someone who works in
low
hospitality,
class.
I do not like human interaction.
As someone who's worked in hospitality, I also do not like human interaction. But as a person who makes use of them, I do like them. It's a double-edged sword. I don't like having to do it, but
Yeah. See, what worries me about QR codes is if I'm, out trying to impress a lady, go to a nice restaurant, they got a QR code. I've got no idea what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah,
So,
shit house.
It's just poor form, whereas if I can order off the menu, it's better.
Yep. All right. Thoughts on AI in regards to pictures and audio?
Hate it, and it's becoming scary how spot on it's getting.
Yeah,
they're fixing the finger stuff too. It's just
it's just fucking lazy. At the end of the day, all it is corporate profiteering. If you actually want to boil it down to its basest element, it's wanting to pay as little people as possible. That's what it is.
I think so. Marvel had a show a few years ago where they used AI to generate their opening credits, and it got shat on. But now I think that unfortunately there is a clear delineation that people are just unable to tell. They're unable to differentiate AI and real life. So where you can make a celebrity say something, and all of a sudden all these certain people are going like, yeah, I knew they were a bad person.
See, those fucking CEOs will think it's a great idea until we put them in porn of themselves.
Yeah, but then at the same time, they're kept in the shadows. So do we really know? And it is very annoying. Yeah, I just hate how lazy it is.
Yeah, it at its like I said, at its basest element, it's a cost saving thing.
Yeah,
I think it's a lot worse than people realise, and it leads back to me. I think whenever anyone's doing anything creative, it's an expression itself. Where we're getting to a point where we don't trust that expression anymore, it's just going to lead to more people feeling isolated. Because what do we trust?
Well, you can subscribe to your AI OnlyFans. That's what they want you to do. Serve up the slop, and then what's it called? Give them soma. Let them eat.
That's already happening.
I know. That's what I'm saying. What? The soma's from Brave New World. It's the slop.
Yeah, I think it's a dangerous path, and I don't think we're ready for it. But it's going to end up happening.
Bring on Skynet just to prove them wrong.
Yeah, I don't think we have the controls in place at the moment to stop AI. And I think the next 20 years
is like 12 years behind technology at the moment.
Yeah. I'll be dead and gone by then, but I think you guys have got a lot to worry about in the future.
Yeah.
I feel more of the same with negativity around that, especially audio. I've just come across now, look up some workout music, and thought it was pretty good until I realized it was AI generated, and it's just totally thrown off. You can tell it's robotically done up in that way. And
AI music is horrifying as well. It's like
shit house.
It's just so weird, like how spot on it is.
Because they know that certain chords affect your brain in a certain way. So they're just gonna literally use like bioengineering to create a sound that your brain like, and then eat the soma. I think it's soma. I can't fucking remember. I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of moving on, I'll just share this one feel-good story. The reason I brought this thoughts and debates up for AI was the good news story that came along this week. Neil Danaher, recent Australian of the Year, Australian legend who raised $115 million for Fight MND, motor neuron disease. He got his voice back in the robot chair that had been accustomed to just a kind of flat robot voice. Through AI, it's been taken out of all the kind of coach conferences.
AI is doing some amazing things in the medical world. Yeah.
So that's one feel good story in that regard, and AI is doing well. But I more or less agree in everything other capacity with what you guys have mentioned, the negative side of things.
And I can see it's even helping them.
Yeah, well, one of my mates he's doing like AI neural networks for detecting shit in cells. Okay, that's good, but like literally like most creative stuff, most other stuff, bad.
Yeah,
where the pursuit of profit is where AI is going to cause problems. Like the Australian Society of Authors have already, said, hey, you can't be just scanning books and incorporating all that sort of stuff into AI because you're taking away from artists' living. Authors have got to make money, and if you're just getting an AI to write a book, that's going to fucking suck.
All right, moving aside from technology and all that bullshit, more some fun questions here. But yeah, I'll start with you, Callum. How long is your average shower time?
Oh, you actually don't want to know. That's so funny.
Oh boy.
Erin constantly gives me shit because I have cold showers and I take showers for about like maybe a minute.
Huh.
A minute, that's good.
That was not the answer I was expecting.
I scrub myself, I rinse, and I'm out. And more often than not, my shower is like lukewarm at best, and room temperature / cold, normal.
1 minute. That might be the best answer today.
Yeah.
I don't know. You the whole point of showering is to wash yourself. Like it doesn't take that fucking long. You get in, you rinse, you lather, you rinse, you're out.
Yeah, Rowan, your average shower time?
Sweet Jesus. I like it to the point where I've nearly got 3rd-degree burns. And probably like I don't know. I try to be short, short by average there, but 3 to 5. So I'm not, just sitting there forever. There were days after like a footy training though, where those showers be a hell of a lot longer. Yep. But no, I think there's your answer.
Good stuff. 3 to 5 minutes. Good moderation. El Jefe, it's down to you.
Workday, 5 minutes. On the weekend, I need time to think. I need time to process showers. And because I'm old, things ache. So long hot showers alleviate some of the pain, which is good. And give me time to think.
Yeah, good stuff. Thinking time.
Yeah, I normally stay in there until the hot water runs out, which is really annoying.
The hot water bill must be coming in burning.
Look, I'm prepared to pay it. I will sacrifice other things, but I need my really, really big long shower on a weekend.
3 to 5 minutes for me, more around Roan's average, pretty much same to mine. So yeah, good to hear.
Well, that's because we shower together.
Yeah.
Callum has the water too cold.
You don't need a hot shower to just rinse.
So that's why.
Like the water doesn't have to be hot. Anyway,
it's about healing, man.
Yeah, I think that's the difference between most. I see it as a very utilitarian thing. I am showering for cleanliness. I'm not showering so that I can have a deep introspective think about my life. I'm purely doing it to cleanse my body of dirt. Having said that, I do shower maybe 2 times, maybe even 3 times a day sometimes. I'm
really?
A bit, I don't like one, I'm a sweaty person, and 2, I don't like the feeling of dirt and sweat and grease. So I might be a little bit a little bit tismy.
I'm
So-
totally the opposite. I love
Yeah, same here. Oh,
You love feeling greasy.
Luke, don't agree with me.
no, not that part. Not that part. It was more the case of showers. Like, here's my rule of thumb: if I don't sweat, I don't shower. So when I was in New York with my mate and we were just doing tours around that, I didn't shower for days. I loved it.
Next question.
Sorry.
Like divulging what a fucking stinky boy he is.
Yeah. I'm doing this for your own good, mate.
All right, Callum. Let's go back in time, mate.
Yep.
Favorite Happy Meal toy?
Wasn't allowed to eat Maccas.
No.
Oof.
Never bought a Happy Meal.
Oh my god.
Oopsies.
Oh damn. All right, with a Hungry Jacks
I get to go to
instead.
the next
What?
person?
No. All right, yeah. Next,
I don't have an
Ryan.
answer here.
Yeah, I think I can remember. They used to have these little like video game things they put in. I think it was like a Spyro or a Crash Bandicoot thing, and they were awesome.
Oh, nice.
That's all I can really remember. I think all the other ones got played with for about 2 days and then straight in the bin.
In the bin.
Yeah, banished to the Nether Realm. I was a Thomas the Tank Engine guy. Nothing could pull me apart from those.
Well, except for men.
Yeah, exactly.
Except it wasn't a part, it was off.
I'd like to get El Jefe's thoughts, given that Maccas has a long history, different slogans and all. How were the Happy Meals back then, Jeff?
To be honest, I can't remember, and I'm just waiting for archaeology, to step in and go, yep, this is what they had in the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. So, yeah. Mind you, Maccas wasn't around as much back in the late 70s, early 80s as it is now, so it was, like, rare. But I think you used to get, I think one of the things I did get was you get the characters that they have, like the Grimace, the the Mayo Mac, all that sort of stuff, and you used to get those in there, but you just chuck them or throw them at somebody. That's what we did.
Right.
Were
Dream job. What's that dream job for you, Callum?
I think running a sandwich shop.
Oh yeah.
And there's like 4 or 5 sandwiches on the menu, no alterations, but it's like really
a
well
deli.
done. So like, we'll do you a Reuben, we'll do you a Cubano, we'll do you something else, but you're not allowed to alter. And once we've sold out for the day, we've sold out for the day. There's a lot of places like that these days. They all stole my idea. That's me.
You'd run your own
Yeah.
sandwich shop. Oh, cool. What would you call it?
Well, given that it's commonly agreed that Lord John Montague, Earl of Sandwich, was the one that invented sandwiches, I would call it Montague's,
You're saying this while eating a sandwich?
maybe. And then I would
you about to
have
say.
on the other side of the street a bar called Capulets. So you would have Montague's sandwiches and
I
Capulets
hate
bar.
you so much.
Yeah. Nice Shakespearean reference there.
Yep, I'm literally not joking. That's a dream of mine. And then like
Oh, good.
they're on opposite sides of the street, but it's like a street that's like a laneway or something, so you can just walk between them. And then obviously you have that permit where you can have part of the street be part of your store, and I'd have that like little sort of like lanyarded off.
Oh, that's
Nice.
Good. Yeah, good.
If you steal my idea, I'll fucking kill you.
No. I'm going to visit your store and just have a chat and buy a sandwich.
No, I mean that is a general rule of thumb. If anybody steals this idea, if anybody listens to this and I see a Montague's and a Capulets pop up, I'm going to kill you.
Well, I'm not going to call it the Montague Capulets, but we call it like Jim and Pam's or some crap.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like too much hard work for me.
For sandwiches.
Well, Jeff, what's your dream job then?
At my age, nothing. I'm quite happy. I would be quite happy to sit on my ass for the rest of my life and count my pennies as they slowly dwindle until the point where I walk off the pier at St Kilda and
Well, if I got a
say
place
goodbye
for
to
you,
you
it's
all.
called the Pokies.
Yeah.
I'm good enough at maths not to do that.
The great Australian pastime.
Exactly.
No, couldn't do it. Could not do it. No, but for me, be an author, be able to just write, just be able to, get all the shit that's in my head out onto a page and then send it off and inflict it upon others would be an absolute joy.
Butte.
Right. Excellent. Roan?
Well, look, yeah, something along the writing lines, screenwriting, something, cafe. But really, if I'm being honest with myself, probably like a food critic. Get paid to eat like really nice food that people poured their love and time into. That'd be
call it
awesome.
shit.
Yeah, and call it shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
I've just got this got this image of Ratatouille, the critic in that.
yeah, exactly.
Yes.
But unfortunately, my palate is not refined enough. Like, I literally will like anything. So,
Oh yeah, that's I think no, but you need see here's the thing, you need like an everyman's fucking food critic who's not some fucking snob who needs truffle on everything. You know, someone who's like, this is Nonna's spaghetti. Fucking delicious, 10 out of 10. You know, like it was big, hearty plate of Nonna's spaghetti. It filled me up. That's all I needed. 10 out of 10.
A guy who couldn't tell the difference between a $10,000 steak and a $2 piece of fried chicken. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
You know, you don't need like 16 different courses of like tiny little fucking finger food stupid
No.
bullshit. You know? That's not the everyman's experience.
What's the
Next
burger
question.
good?
Yeah, was the burger good?
You want a fresh wardrobe of clothes? Where are you boys heading to stock up?
Probably AS Color. So Australian owned, kind of trying to be ethical, just does clean basics with no logos.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just having a look
What
at them
am
now.
I buying?
They're kind of similar to Uniqlo. So like either AS Color or Uniqlo, probably.
Yep. Cool. Is that where the Grimace purple shirt comes from, Callum?
Yes, it does in fact come from AS Color.
Beauty. Roan, where are you buying your clothes to stock up on your wardrobe?
The Iconic. It's an online shop. It has pretty much everything and it's got amazing discounts. It's more like maybe not as ethical as Cal's one, but it's very cheap for someone on a budget with like clothes at a decent price as well.
Yeah, but I think this is like the idea behind this is you have all the money in the world. So if you wanted to outfit yourself with
Oh,
nothing
Jesus
but
Christ. I go to
Gucci,
like, yeah. I don't know, go to Italy, go to Versace.
buy the same Chinese stuff, but because there's an Italian label on it,
Yeah, exactly. I'm shallow
6
like
times
that.
the money.
Yeah.
Hefe.
Yes, Jeff.
I'd actually invest the money because I'm going to have to spend the next year in the gym. Because if I'm going to spend that sort of money on clothes, I want to look good in them. And for me,
Yeah, but
I've
at
got
the
to
end
hit
of
the
that, you're
gym.
going to have to buy clothes. So where would you buy clothes post transformation?
I have no idea. I'd have to find a nice lady that would be willing to help me and advise me in wardrobe attire. And because I got no idea. I've got a shop down the road. I can't think of the name of it, but they're everywhere. I need something,
Kmart.
probably. No, God, no, not Kmart for me. Unless it's late at night and it's the midnight Kmart up in Burwood there, and I'd only be going for sightseeing. Oh, I've got no idea really. I'm that far out of fashion. It's not funny. So I'd
Kmart
probably
will do.
Kmart for t-shirts and shit. Yeah, that's not a worry. I'd probably go to London. I think I'd get a suit tailored in London for shits and giggles. I think that would be a good thing. And look dapper with the
The
bowler
proper
hat.
geezers.
Proper geezer.
vest, jacket with cane, bowler hat, and monocle. I'd look the piece.
Well, indeed, isn't it?
You look
Hello, governor.
a town, right?
Actually, I'd rather speak with a posh accent if I'm going to go for that sort of suit.
That was fantastic.
All right.
But
Well, I'm going similar to Callum, Uniqlo, to stock up. My sister-in-law works there, so I got plenty given as gifts for Christmas, and then t-shirts, pro wrestling tees, as you've seen, Tyrone. I got a whole collection of them at home.
Wait.
Never a
I
shortage
thought
of
we
them.
were only allowed to choose one store.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah. Choose now,
Oh.
Luke. Wrestling clothes or
Pro
Uniqlo?
wrestling tees.
wrestling
Commit.
tees. But then what about the pants, Callum? I can't be.
You
Well,
can get pants
we're
on
stocking
there,
up.
can't you?
Luke, you need the.
Well,
You got to get the
Well-
Nacho Libre mask, mate, if you're going to go full on.
Get arseless chaps. I'm sure they would sell those.
Yeah, just wear your wrestling tights.
Yeah.
And the boots.
They got super kick boots, so I can get them. Get the hat, the Kenny Omega hat, the Kenny Omega shorts, and then the Hell in a Cell T-shirt. So that's me done for the day.
One day
Beautiful.
on, one day off.
Well, we've just identified that Luke never showers, so many days on, no days off.
I shouldn't have revealed that. We'll push on. Worst advice you've ever received, Callum?
I can't think. That's I don't know.
We'll come back to you, Roan.
Worst piece of advice. I don't know. I'm sure people have told me to do things, and I've just thought, no, I don't think I will.
Do it, it'll be funny.
Yeah. Not even that. It's just like, oh, if you do this, I don't know. Are you talking about like life advice? Because I feel like I am enough of a person that people can hopefully look at my attitude and be like, yeah, if I feel like if I'm about to give him life coaching, he might punch me in the face, which is exactly what I do.
All right.
So,
Alternatively, he might be about to fall to his knees in front of me.
yeah. So, yeah, no, I like to think that I've cultivated a personality that no one tries to give me.
Well, Tyrone,
No.
let me give you a couple of pieces of advice then.
All right, I'm off, Luke. I can actually think of anything like a bad piece of advice that I can remember.
That's pretty good.
There's like
Right.
there's bits of advice I wish that people had given me. There's good advice or like good pointers about myself that I've remembered, but nothing.
Applying to
can
my current
hold on.
job was a good move. That's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
bad advice.
Take whatever job you can. Yeah, not a good idea.
Yeah, that's it. That's sort of advice.
Okay.
I'll reveal mine after you boys. Callum, has that come back to you now, or you just said yours?
Yeah, a job is a job. Is a job is a job. Just take the job. That's probably generally shitty advice.
Yes, yeah, sure. Jeff, we haven't heard from you. What's some terrible advice you've heard in your lifetime?
He's had a great deal of time to receive shitty advice, so this should be good.
Can't wait for this.
Go for it. You've got this.
Yeah.
My guess is that you hadn't got it and you still needed some help.
It was going well up until it didn't, and then it's a case of, oh, yep. This has been bad all round. No, life went, no, you don't. Here's why.
I'm interested to hear Luke's shit advice then.
So I've had a lot of good mentors, but I just think randomly in school, I would hear teachers say that they would want to send some good theory, but a kind of terrible in the sense that like always keep up to date, always watch the news, know what's going on, which is good advice, but I don't partake in the news. No, I'd rather not involve that negativity.
Horrible, depressing shitfest.
Yeah.
No, that's actually genuinely good bad advice.
Yeah.
As in, that's a good example of bad advice.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Callum. I'm glad we nailed this one.
You can nail me later if you want.
Yeah. In Tyrone's shower. No.
Yeah. Do you want to be there, Tyrone?
Save some water.
And yours a minute, Callum. So it might be,
Yeah, holy shit.
might need more time.
Also, it's a cold shower, so it's hard to if you know what I mean.
All right, we're done with long-winded thoughts. We're going speed rounds now. Yeah, conscious of time as well. You probably wanted to have lunch, so let's smash through these next 8 or 9. What's worse, cigarettes or vapes?
Vapes.
Both give you cancer.
Yep. Okay, so
vapes.
Neither are good.
Vapes are like what vapes are to tobacco what like vodka cruisers are to alcohol. They taste sweet and they will kill you.
Still bad.
Not to be that guy, but there's nothing wrong with having a tasty drink if you were going to drink.
Right. But I'm just saying it also makes it more accessible for children as well.
Okay,
It tastes like a sody pop.
Jeff?
cigarettes because of the corporations that are set up behind them and the shit that they've done over the past 100-odd years that is just reprehensible.
Yeah, but they're the same
So,
people behind vapes as well.
yeah, pretty much they are. But yeah, no, it's all bad. Get rid of both.
Chuck 'em out.
Anyone who's doing it, just kill them on the spot. Saves the money of wasting it on their cancer treatment later.
Well, you're saving on Medicare.
Yeah. All right, next question.
Right, yeah. Are we going chess or checkers? What do we like
Chess.
more? Chess?
Checkers.
Roan?
Checkers. I'm dumb.
Checkers.
At least he's man enough to admit it.
Yeah, chess involves a
Definitely.
lot of strategy. Thinking about 5 moves ahead. I can't do it, so going checkers or keep it real simple, backgammon for me.
All right, next question.
Are we going Pizza Hut or Domino's?
Pizza Hut.
I don't know. I feel like from the rare times I've actually been like, hey, that was compared to Domino's, where it's always just been like, oh god. Yeah, let's go Pizza Hut, and that's yes, I was a former Domino's employee, and I actually don't have that bad of things to say about them. I could probably say some real bad things about the corporate side, but I worked right through COVID, so apart from some uppity customers, I think for the most part, it was actually an okay gig. And you got to make your own pizza and just slap up everything on the tray on your pizza. So if that was the price, I was happy with it.
Oh, I was thinking, is this a good platform to share that one funny story of delivering the pizza? What you may have walked into?
Well, okay, fine. Yeah, walked into this house, walked to the front door, and there's a fella wearing a orange high-vis vest, which is unbuttoned down the middle, and he's just wearing tighty-whities. And then in the back, I just see the 2 skinniest women I've ever seen, both in lingerie, and one wearing just walk behind me, and I was just like, oh my god. Well, cool. And there was music, and there was definitely the fun time family jam.
Jeff, we didn't get your thoughts. We're going Pizza Hut or Domino's?
Domino's because they do a gluten-free base.
Oh, beautiful. All right. Are we tuning into Netflix or Disney Plus?
Netflix has way more like anime on it, so I'm going Netflix.
Yeah. Roan?
No. Netflix. It's got WWE.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. What was better in its prime, Facebook or MySpace?
You could put a fucking soundtrack on your MySpace.
That was cool.
Ain't no competing with that.
Yeah, that was cool stuff. Roan, did you happen to create one, and the two of us?
I miss MySpace. MySpace was a joke by the time I was on the internet.
Sure.
Always was.
Yeah. Tom from MySpace and him smiling while also crying in front of the whiteboard. It's about all I remember.
Yeah.
I
Jeff,
got a Christmas present that was a book from my grandparents that was how to jazz up your MySpace page.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, oh, wow. I would never have known. That's fantastic. What a gift. What a Christmas present.
Yeah.
From your grandparents as well. They were onto it.
Yeah, they certainly were. Books about how to make your MySpace page cooler. That's what all the kids want.
Did you take some good tips from the book of MySpace for Dummies?
Read the fucking book.
I didn't read it.
One, I can't read. And 2, it's a fucking book about a website. Just Google the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but God bless them.
No, fair enough. No, that's great. Feel free to bring it in next week.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it.
Jeff, did you create an account for either?
I did.
Either of them?
I did. Yeah. When they first came out too. I was a very quick early mover onto the MySpace. And then when Facebook really started to jump internationally, I jumped on it then. Yeah, I regret both decisions now. Yeah, it is what it is, basically. MySpace was pretty cool. It's a shame it didn't really develop and take off more, but yeah, Facebook kind of killed it. But I thought MySpace was a better place, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I liked it. It's a cool platform. Are we going onions or no onions at a barbecue?
Onions.
Oh, onions.
You would fucking hate them.
Bit of brown sugar over it.
Yeah, love it.
God, I should head to Bunnings and get a sausage with onion.
Yeah, holy shit.